some days in the garden are excellent and things couldn't go better. You have a wonderful time. And some days just don't go well. It's just been one thing after another today, you guys. Hi everybody, I'm Aubrey, Crybaby Summit Homestead. My message today is do not despair. Everything's going to be okay. Even if things go backwards for a minute or don't turn out to be what you think they're going to be, everything's going to be fine. Let's go ahead and see what miniature catastrophes I had today in the garden. There were two. You're kidding me. Murphy's Law, right? Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. It was beautiful yesterday, the day before, and now it's really windy, and the umbrella pulled over the entire cart and dumped everything on the ground. Lovely. This kind of thing happened to me before with one of those little greenhouses, the plastic greenhouses. Now I keep a greenhouse inside of another greenhouse, like a big glass greenhouse, which is like the buffer for the little greenhouses inside of it. But this, like, it probably damaged that pot, and I'm not quite sure I can handle this right now. I'm just going to get the seeds up, and I'll deal with the rest of this when I get back. Knocked over that pot too. Not that one's not too bad, but I'm going to have to take the umbrella off for today because that's causing a problem. Okay, I decided to go ahead and just get it done now. I was a little traumatized when I saw all this stuff knocked over. I thought things were going to be way worse than they were. It's fine, especially because everything is so well rooted. The roots just really kept everything in place. I mean, there's barely any soil spilled. I moved that. See, that's been there for a while. That's been there for not very long. But I moved that out of the way. And it's fine. And so, like, the worst was this got bumped a little bit, but I think it's fine. That's a sunchoke. So, and I added these little cedar trees. So I've got cedar trees and succulents, different kinds of succulents here. Strawberries, sunchokes, tomatoes. And for my seeds, I have the cap on, the lid on here, which is nice because if it rains, I might put a rock or something on here top of it. But then, is that a weapon? I don't know. So I think I'll just leave it here. I don't think the wind will blow this away if it's closed. And it did get a little bit damp on one end, but I've got like spinach. There's spinach, more spinach, different amounts, fewer seeds, fewer dollars, collards. I don't think I showed you guys this before, what was in here. Okra, rutabagas, parsley, black Spanish radishes, Clemson spineless okra, more of that, salad bowl lettuce. And I'm not making any kind of profit on this because I buy the seeds, I buy the packages, but it helps me to recoup a little bit. And that way I can buy soil, or I can buy amendments, nasturtium, aqua dolce fava beans, salad bowl leaf lettuce, quinoa, cilantro, coriander, more rutabagas, sugar beets, more spinach, collards, okra. Okay, so there's lots of selection here. And I'll add more when these sell. I'll add different varieties. And then the lid is going to keep them from getting wet in case it starts raining. But I took down the umbrella until it's less blustery outside. It's a blustery day. But that's all cleaned up again. And the umbrella will go inside until our weather changes. So all is not lost. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, come back. Always when you're looking at them, they fly away. But this is definitely a wildlife habitat. For sure. Okay, all better. I'm calm again. Everything's gonna be okay. Today's just not my day, you guys. So I found this post online on an online forum where you can like sell stuff, whatever, Craigslist, Marketplace, whatever. And it's $10 for all these plastic containers. And so I'm seeing these containers, and I'm thinking, wow, there's like so many of them, and they're big, and the scale on them, I'm going to show you what the posts look like. It looked like these were like recycling bins. They look like recycling bins, right? They look like recycling bins. I thought this was the scale. I think this was a recycling bin. It looks like a recycling bin, okay? So I did like a porch pickup situation, and no fault to the person. I didn't ask how big things were, but when you saw them laid out the way she had it in the picture, it looked like these were recycling bins. And I thought, oh, somebody just wants to make up some space. They're going to get rid of all this stuff for $10 so they don't have to pay to put in the junkyard. But they're tiny. It's like for a Barbie doll. Those are recycling bins for a Barbie doll. And then, I don't know what I thought those were. I thought these containers were like those containers that go in the back of a truck, you know, that are like for like toolbox kind of thing. I thought maybe they like redid some trucks or something, and they had some just random things they needed to get rid of. And I thought they were going to be huge. And I was going to drill holes in them and use them as planters. And I don't know what I'm going to do with these now. Like, I felt bad, so I was like, I didn't just like leave and say never mind. But like, it had these out like this. I thought these were full-size like Sterilite containers, like those big ones. I mean, what am I going to do with this? I guess I could put some holes and make it into a planter pot and like give plants away in them. I actually don't mind this container. This one here I can use. I can put like 3 little pots in each side, and then I can carry it around really easy without them falling everywhere. At least that's what I'm thinking. Or I could make it into a planter and put flowers on each side. That's not quite big enough to go on both sides of the railing. Maybe it would. I'll try. This is as like a hang, like a on the fence, whatever. I'll see if it works. So what the heck? So now I have all this junk because I committed to it, right? There are other people who wanted it, and I was like, no, I want it. These are small little containers. What am I going to do with these? Turn them into little pots? I guess I'm going to have to, because I'm going to have to get rid of them, right? So the only way to get rid of them is to melt some holes, put some plants in them, and then somebody else will take them home with them. And there's one more of these weird things. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them, but that's not what I thought it was. And I literally thought that these were the full-size Sterilite. And I figured even if I only get a year out of them, it'll be cool, you know. I might keep these. These are kind of, I don't know. I mean, honestly, it looks like a Barbie doll storage container where she keeps all of her shoes or something. I don't know. Oh my God, you guys. So first I came home and my little plant stand was knocked over by the wind. And then this $10 great deal turned into this $10, oh my God. And talk about Murphy's Law. My video cut out on me, so I don't know where I left off. But I was basically saying I thought this was a great deal. I thought it was a great deal because I thought these were big containers. I thought these were big. And the picture looked like it was big because right next to it, it looked like a recycling bin. I don't know if they realized how deceptive it was having them in a picture like that. Because, I mean, it literally looks like they're giant. It looks like these are Sterilite containers, and then that's a recycling bin. But I can hold this in my hand. So, it's like doll furniture. Oh my gosh. So, I will use this in the garden. I'll just like use it as a little container, put my stuff in it. Maybe I'll put like my pruners and stuff in here, and my little alcohol wipes. It already has some drainage holes on that side. It doesn't have any drainage holes on that side. But I could use this in the garden. I'll come up with something for these, at least. For these little containers that I thought were Sterilite. I'll find something for it. Like, even if I do it like that, that could be plants. For these, I'm going to probably do like a recycling game in my classroom. Like, I might have a gardening class. Might have a gardening class next year. And if I do, I might do some things like maybe label one compost, one recycling, and then garbage, and have like random little tiny miniature things that they could do like a sorting game as one activity. That could be something that actually might be a cute idea. I could use those for like an instructional thing. What would you do? Okay, what would you do with these 3 black containers like that? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these small little tiny tubs. And I don't know if that's supposed to clip onto something or what. But it doesn't seem to match. These things don't seem to match each other. So, like, if I was sorting these right now, if I was at a yard sale, I would have left that there, and I would have probably grabbed those things, and I would have paid, I think, $2. I would have gotten I would pay $2 for that, and I would have left that behind, and I paid $10. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. It's just my day. My plant stand's knocked over. I fixed it. It doesn't look that bad. I did notice that the succulents in my one of my sunchokes was a little bit damaged, but it might bounce back. So, everybody, hope you're having a great day. It's not the end of the world. All right. What would you do with those? Comment below. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. It was just one of those days. It's beautiful. It's blustery. Things got knocked over. Things that I thought were a great deal were not a great deal. Like, no fault to the person. I didn't ask how big they were, how big the containers were. I was making some assumptions or inferences based on the photos, because those 2 little containers looked like recycling bins. So in comparison, if those were the size of recycling bins, the other items would have been large. So I ended up with all these little containers that I'm like, what's this for? A Barbie doll or G.I. Joe? I don't know. It's okay though. I'll find a purpose for that. Like, there are a few items there that I'll use, and a few items will probably just drill or melt holes, fill them with plants, and then either sell or give them away or something. I don't know. It's going to be okay though. What would you use them for? And what recent catastrophes have you had in your garden? One thing I'll tell you, with today's weather, it being very blustery, if you buy like the lightweight plastic zip up greenhouses, you want to weigh them down. Some people put bricks around them, or heavy containers, or like on 2 of the main sides will have like heavy stuff on either side. I've never had luck with them until my husband built me a very interesting makeshift polytunnel out of reclaimed materials. We also purchased a dilapidated glass greenhouse that has lots of structural damage, but they're in good enough shape that they provide protection for my small little greenhouses whenever I use them. So that's how I use my little greenhouses. If you have those little zip up ones, if you want to prevent a catastrophe, sounds like someone's having a catastrophe right now, you might want to make sure that you have them against a building, possibly, so that the wind isn't blowing from all directions, and that you have heavy things, maybe cinder blocks or something, on all 4 corners. You want to make sure that the wind doesn't pick it up and just blow it over. My first year using one of those, I had it weighed down because I anticipated, because I'm a science teacher and I'm thinking physics, and I had it weighed down. I had it blocked on multiple sides, and I had all my heavy stuff on the bottom and lighter stuff on the top, and I didn't anticipate exactly how strong, and it was like a summer storm. We had a summer storm, and it picked up the entire greenhouse and just threw everything across the yard. And I mean, I had like flowers and broccoli and turnips like growing in my pathway because everything was upside down. But I mean, it wasn't the end of the world, but it was not fun, and especially you got excited, and it kind of takes the wind out of your sail. So you know what to do. Pop a comment below. Let me know what is your most recent or most memorable garden catastrophe that we can learn from. Be good, be sweet, go garden if you want to eat, and I'll see you soon. I forgot to say, God bless you. God bless you.